I'm Christina, and today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks so you can master the brick stitch technique in a few minutes. Now it's time to start our brick stitch. And in order to do that, we first have to start with another stitch called the ladder stitch. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our needle and thread, and we're going to thread our needle. Once we have our needle threaded, we are ready to start our brick stitch, or in this case, the ladder stitch. I'm going to use red, just so you can see it. The secret to a solid brick stitch project, it starts with the foundation row. Okay, so for the ladder stitch, pick up 2 beads, so slide them to the end and leave 2 inches or 3 inches tail that we're going to use later. Now hold those beads side by side and take your needle and go through the first one from the top. Once you pull the thread, you'll see they sit nicely next to the other. Now pass your needle through the second bead, give it a pull, and you just did your first ladder stitch. And the beads should look like this. Do not worry if they don't feel tight right now. We'll fix that later. To add the next bead, what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the bead and you're going to slide your needle from the bottom through that bead that you have on this side. And you pull tight. And now the needle goes from the top through that bead that you just added, and you have bead number 3. We repeat the same process. We pick up 1 bead and we pass the needle from the top through the last bead that we added. We pull tight, and then the needle goes back up through that last bead that we've added. Let's do this one more time to have 5 beads. So again, from the bottom of the last bead and from the top of these beads. Now what I like to do is go over once again through all the beads just so they are perfectly straight. So go ahead and do that. And you'll notice how perfectly straight they are next to each other. And then you have it. You completed your foundation row. Okay, so now for the fun part, let's add the bit to the brick stitch. For that, we're going to start with an increase, and then I'm going to show you a decrease. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up a couple of beads and we're going to go through this bridges right here. This little loops of thread are called bridges. So for the first stitch, we're going to pick up a couple of beads and we're going to go through that first bridge, and then we're going to fix our beads so they sit nicely next to the other. And then my needle is going to go under that second bead that we added. We're going to pull tight. And once we do so, we're going to see the first brick stitch here. I'm going to add another so you can see clearly. So we pick up one bead and we go through the left. We'll go through the next stitch from our foundation row, and then under that bead that we just added, and then you have it. This is what we call a brick stitch. You see how the beads sit right in between the middle of the bottom ones, kind of like a brick wall? That's what we call it, a brick stitch. So let's continue. Just remember that when we are starting a row, we always have to pick up 2 beads, no matter if we're doing increases or decreases. Now, if we're gonna do an increase on this side, all you need to do is pick up 1 bead, and we're gonna go through that same last bridge of our foundation row and up through that bead. And there you go. We have made increases on both sides. Now let's do a decrease. Same thing, we're gonna pick up a couple of beads. Only this time, we're gonna skip this first bridge and we're gonna go through the second one. Back again through that second bead, and we're gonna go back through that bead and up through that second bead and pull tight, just so they sit nicely next to the other. And there you have it. We have made a decrease. To make a decrease on this side, all we need to do is stop at this bridge and you'll have a decrease on both sides. So let's finish this row real quick. And always remember to have some tension on the thread, but don't pull too tight. Just pull enough so they sit flat next to the other. So there we go. We made our foundation row, we made increases, and we also made decreases. So there you have it. Once you master brick stitch, you're gonna be able to do projects like this tiny eagle eye. And there's another trick that I want to show you, and is when you run out of thread, sometimes it happens. So let's pretend that I need to continue working on this side. So, but I'm out of thread. Okay, so what can we do when we are running out of thread and we need to continue with our project? Let's pretend that I need to do another few rows here, but you can see that my thread is not enough and I need to add more. So what we're gonna do is, first we're gonna lose this thread that we're working on, and to do that we can just simply go to our project, losing our thread in between the beads like this. And this is why it's important to work with Miyuki needles, because as you can see, we have to go through the beads several times. And once we do that, we can just trim the thread and we can proceed to add more thread. To add more thread, we're going to do the exact same but on the opposite way. So we're going to start adding the thread from those little beads, and we're gonna go like this, up and down, just so we can create a lock with our thread. Once we go up, we can create what we call a lock with a thread so it doesn't go anywhere. And now we can simply fly through the beads up until where we need our needle and thread. And then you have it. You have new thread that you can start working with. So there you go. You learned the lattice stitch formation, the basic brick stitch, how to do increases and decreases to form the shape you want. You went from seeing this as some impossible and complicated craft to holding the key to make projects like this. And you also learned how to add more thread and the basic tools that you need to start with brick stitch. I hope you learned a lot with this video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to follow for more basic brick stitch videos.